Haha, been away for a couple months, man. But we back again with Dope, where we dare our people to educate, and we also on a vacation, and we got a couple mamacitas. Mamacitas. But we got Mike here with us on the ones and two. He think his name is Miguel in Colombia. I keep telling that nigga your name doesn't change. Your name is your name no matter where you go. Then we got Trigger Trey.
What up? And
then we got we call her Alicia Keys.
You gotta say no.
But we met them. They are tour guides. They are party people, and we having a good old time. And so this podcast, you know, we on vacation, so we just gonna have fun. And the translation is gonna be a barrier, but y'all gonna see how to handle it. So if it's y'all, you know, when y'all on trip. So sometimes y'all won't hear us because we'll use our phones to translate stuff. But y'all see how that works. And we just want to give y'all an example of this. And here we go. So, for starters, we actually didn't even have a topic because we wanted to keep it fun. And we got our sips going. And we all dressed to head out. But let's see. Mike, how you been hanging this trip, man? How you like this trip compared to last year's?
Borracho. Very drunk. Mucho drunk.
I'm gonna call Mike Miguel this whole podcast. So if you hear me say Miguel, I'm talking about the nigga Mike.
I'm Spanish now. But nah, trip was cool, man. It's very beautiful out here. I know we use that operative word a lot, but seriously though, it really is beautiful out here.
Trey, you stay on vacation, nigga. We can't keep up with you, nigga. The IRS can't keep up with you, nigga. Where's he at now? Where is he going?
It's beautiful. Like it wasn't like too modern, so it's like I don't want to say like they were stuck in time, but it's not as fast paced as the States or other countries that I've been to. But it was much needed. Just everything was slowed down, so you got to really enjoy and observe everything, everybody. We met some women here, and they've been like really helpful to us, and they weren't like looking to like get paid or like anything like that. As far as like make it beneficial for them, they were like concerned, like legit concerned, and just wanted to make sure that we got a good experience of Colombia.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
Shout out to them. These ladies here now.
You know, like one thing I noticed, like earlier today, after we did the little fly-in seminar, we came back and we ordered food because the seminar was like 8 in the morning, but it lasted to like 1 p.m.
It's not seminar, it's excursion. Excuse him, he's been drinking.
Yeah, I've been drinking. I've been drinking. But you know, I noticed like we came back here and then we ordered some food, went to the mall, got what we needed, and got some drinks and shit. And when we left to go to work, cause they here, so they got work. They started to clean up, and I'm like, yo. And I seen you do the same thing, like, hey, I'm gonna get it. And I was telling like, hey, you're fine. And I was like, damn, you don't see that back.
You would never. Not just on the kickback, like they just here kicking and enjoying the vibes. And
yeah, like
they wanted to make sure that the trash was taken out, the dishes and stuff was done, and they weren't like looking to like get paid or anything like that. Like,
it was trying to be genuine,
bro.
And then you said,
bro, go ahead. Just met them, bro. I lied to you not. Natalia. Put my food in the microwave, wash my dishes and shit, brought it to me, all of that. I just met her.
While we was at the store.
While y'all was at the store.
Oh yeah.
We just met her. That was dope, man. We don't see that back in the States. We don't see that.
And I want to go ahead and say this since we talking about this, because this is something that the Godfather would eat up. So R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. And if you don't know by now that I heavily rock with Kevin. I don't actually listen to his content because I don't digest his content as good as there's others out there that I do. But there was something Trey had said when he his opening statement. He said something along the lines of, it was just like a stop in time or something, right? You said that, right? Stop in time or back in time or something, would you say?
As far as
when your opening statement, you said something like it slowed down, was a stop in time or something?
Oh, like it was just being here in Colombia.
Yeah.
It was just like I don't know, bro.
Like I agree, and I want to touch on that real quick.
Oh, that like it's just like things here are moderate. They're not like excel.
Yeah.
Like everything's not fast.
Yeah, it reminds me of the 90s. And I know in the 90s, I'm going to have to say like 97 or 8. Yeah, no.
It got to
You
be like
gotta
early
finish.
90s.
You got to let me finish though.
90s.
You got to let me finish though.
Nah.
It reminded me of like the 90s though. In the, I would say 96, 7, 8, right? Where you didn't have this fast technology, but it would be even farther back for here, but at the same time with some of the technologies. Like, technology ain't as fast here as it is in the States.
No, absolutely not.
So that's what I was trying to get at. It's like, it's not the 90s, but it's like, for me, it's the 90s a little bit farther back. Because this will have to be before the 90s in the States. But I wasn't born before the 90s. I was born in the 80s. You know what I mean? So I can't really speak to it. So I was trying to say, it's like 97 to me, but maybe a little bit back with a splash of the technology and privileges and knowledge, with a splash of the knowledge we have today. So I would say that. So let's see if we can get Natalia to speak a little bit of English and Alicia Keys.
Are you speaking?
No. let's see if we
say
can
that.
let's see if we can get them mixed in here. Bit of English. I wasn't trying to do that.
Go back though, so I can hear what words.
Let's see if we can get Natalia to speak a little. We still recording on another I record on 2 programs. So Natalia, so it was 4 of them originally. Right now it's 2 of them. 2 more maybe pulling up, but
One more.
Natalia. No, I ain't gonna say.
I need the mic to hear because I'm just saying
You can't.
only.
I'm gonna say it out loud.
Mic.
I'm gonna say it out loud, and then I'm gonna translate it to you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it out loud. So, Laura, your friend who's not here,
No.
has a Brazil visa. Have you been outside the country? I'm gonna translate right now, y'all. So give me a
You gotta
second.
be slow. Have you visited elsewhere outside of Colombia?
Other country?
Sí.
Yes, of course. Europe trip.
Trip?
Yes. And Chile, Peru, Uruguay.
¿Has estado
Argentina.
fuera de Colombia?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Where?
I love travel. I love.
You love travel,
Yes.
okay?
¿Dónde?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Argentina,
Ooh.
yes.
You been there?
Chile.
What is it?
Chile.
Chile.
Chile?
Peru.
Peru?
Europe trip. Francia.
France.
Germany.
Germany.
Yes. Belgica.
Have you seen the Eiffel Tower?
Czech Republic. What?
She naming countries I didn't know exist. That's what's up. Bring it over here, Mike, so I can get a drink too.
Italy, of course. I love travel.
Damn, you down.
Natalia's ex-husband is rich.
Yes,
The
but
top-
I paid that travel.
She
Europe
said-
trip, I paid.
She said, don't do me. What is rich? Let me translate, y'all. Give me a second.
Why is rich?
What
What is
is
rich? What is rich?
rich?
My ex-husband. Why?
No, like
Lo que es rico.
How much?
¿Cuánto tiempo?
How much?
¿Cuánto es?
How much is rich? Here.
My ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, how
no,
much?
just period.
So,
just period.
how much is rich
Period.
here in Colombia?
Like how many pesos? Rich?
So how much is rich? What do you consider rich
He's
here?
rich, but no millionaire.
He's a millionaire.
No
He's
millionaire.
rich.
¿Qué consideras rico aquí?
You, he has many
Business?
no
Cars?
Tierra. How do you say?
Many earth.
Earth. But
And your fathers have a business.
ground.
Because
Because
Land. Oh, so he's like farmer?
he's a
He has property.
Farm property. Farmer property.
rancher.
Rent. Farmer
Ranch.
property.
Yes, ranch.
Type.
So he has many
I want them to hear
cows,
that.
Fiesta de agricultores.
and he he works in milk.
Milk.
Fiesta de agricultores.
Yes.
Oh, so he like
What?
farming.
Right there.
Yes.
Yes. So he sells milk. He milk cows.
Yes, milk
Toot,
cows.
toot, toot, toot,
And,
toot. So he jerked off more
It's
than you have.
It's
Drip, drip, drip. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Milk
that
it.
because it's with the machine.
The machine.
Oh,
Yes,
machine.
of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
And
where
the worker use
Work-
the machine.
where else have you been in the world? Travel outside the country?
Ah, yes.
Where else? Said
Argentina.
France,
Argentina, Peru, Venezuela,
Venezuela.
Yes.
Okay.
Ecuador, Chile,
Chile,
Eurotrip, France,
Europe, France, Germany.
Germany, Italy,
Oh.
Czech Republic,
Your passport more stamped than mine.
Belgium, what?
why you haven't been to America?
Yeah, America?
Because I don't have visa, but in August.
Oh, it's harder to get in America.
August, I have the date for the embajada.
You have a date for
Date
America?
For American visa.
Yeah, visa.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yes.
No.
But
Yeah.
I want to go to USA, of course.
Hey, the USA.
But I love travel, really.
Okay, you love travel.
Do you have a
And Spain. I have family
Spain.
in Spain, yes. So
Been to Spain?
Do
Okay.
you have a place in mind where you're going in the USA?
Miami.
Miami.
Yes.
They all love
Because
Miami.
it's not good Miami.
It's
It's
okay.
normal or what?
It's mucho dinero.
Tourist
mucho
spots,
Ah, okay.
a lot of money.
Sí, of course.
What
expensive.
It's expensive.
place you
yes.
recommend
Parque
me
turístico,
to
mucho
USA?
dinero.
Well, you go to Miami, but you can go to Texas.
Texas?
You can go to California. New York is good.
Lugar turístico.
Of course,
con
New
mucho
York.
New York is
Miami.
New York is my dream.
Miami.
Ah, okay. Miami.
And then, of course, Ohio.
Very expensive. Ohio, of course.
Ohio.
You gotta visit Miguel in Ohio.
Next.
So, so Alicia Keys. You been outside of Colombia? Travel a lot?
Yes, but no more.
Not none of us heard. That's him. He locked me a little bit.
Miami, Tampa, Orlando, New York,
New York.
and
So you got your visa.
yes.
You got
yes,
you're
I
waiting
have
for this.
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
But in 2 years, how can I say vencer? Nata?
Huh?
Se me vence. But Mexico
Expired.
expired.
The
Expired.
visa expired.
Who's yours expired?
Expired.
The
Oh,
visa-
yours
the visa
expired.
When it expired 2 years ago.
Yes.
So you gotta get
Yeah,
new
But
one.
I
Yes.
renew. Yes, renew. Yes.
Just take a little bit, Mike. Say that for you.
Mexico,
Mexico.
Ecuador, Brazil.
Brazil. I went to Brazil.
Brazil.
Me and him went to Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil was
I
nice.
stay in Brazil, but in the front door.
Uh-huh.
But no more. No, Rio de Janeiro. No. Sao Paulo? No.
Sao Paulo.
No.
And Punta Cana. And
DR. Dominican Republic.
Dominican
Demo-
Republic.
Yes.
Punta Cana. Punta Cana.
Mhm.
Is it? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dominican Republic. Yes.
So how long does it take for you to get a new visa?
What?
New
Ya,
New visa.
Estamos hablando de la visa, pero no sé bien.
Again.
How long to get a new visa?
Nuevo visado.
¿Cuándo la saqué?
No, ¿cuánto tiempo tienes tendría?
10 years.
10 years?
You gotta wait 10 years to get a new one,
Here and now?
or
Yes,
do it
I-
last 10 years? It might last.
Saqué. I have visa, como digo, desde
In 20.
in 28 years
28?
old.
So 2008.
25,
Mhm.
yeah, but this year I cumplo. I
¿Por qué tanto tiempo?
Because
10 years.
10 years.
It expires in 10 years?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's like a
Oh, okay. I thought
Because
because
in 10 years.
okay, expires in 10 years for you, those of you
Yes,
listening at
yes.
home. Not
Yes.
Not shit. I forget what you said first. I've been drinking, y'all. Y'all know how I am when I drink. What was I about to say? It expires in 10 years. Now she got to wait 10 years to get one. So we done learned about the ladies here. Can you tell us? Hold on, I'm translating. I'm gonna ask it out loud still, but
Yes, this.
You are so lucky.
We're lucky
Yes, you are lucky.
that we
Because
can
we
travel.
are a good here because we are a good woman. And
¿Puedes contarnos un poco sobre Colombia?
for the
Okay.
podcast, for the podcast.
Okay, but in English is very difficult for me.
What you asking?
Para el podcast.
Yeah.
yes.
Just tell us a little bit about Colombia. That's
Colombia
it.
is a
So my
country-
question was, can you tell us a little about Colombia? I did it in the translation, so you guys didn't actually hear me say it. But
Colombia is a country very, very happy. The people is very,
Yes.
very happy.
happy people,
Yes.
Happy people.
Happy people.
respectful
But-
women,
It's very friendly.
friendly. Yes, it
Friendly.
is.
Yes.
Very, very
friendly.
Your friend, what was his name? Trey, driver,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian fixed our tire and paid for it.
Yes.
I was like, yo, we're the Americans. We got the moolah. Like, why you paying for it?
The people is so good here, really.
Yeah.
And I know Colombia has a bad reputation.
No.
Because- yes.
A bad reputation.
For the narco traffic and
That's usually
the war.
Cuando-
But that
I don't
is the
even-
last.
I don't even
Pero
know what that
no,
was.
escucha mucho.
What that? I don't even remember that. They didn't
But-
even teach me that. What happened?
The east is secure. I know.
It's
Yeah.
secure, yeah.
Wait,
But
why does
it's
Colombia have a
good.
bad reputation?
She said
from Pablo Escobar.
the
Yes.
war.
Ah,
Escobar.
Oh,
It's
cocaine.
For the
Cocaine.
cocaine, guerrilla.
Oh, Americans love y'all. They all snort cocaine.
Yes, but America don't show the news.
Yeah. Oh, you don't
That
see
is the
American
difference.
news.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the difference.
Yeah, YouTube.
Uh-huh. Yes.
YouTube. Gotta get YouTube.
But this country is a good place for life. Yes, it's a good place for life.
I would advise all Americans who is able to travel here first or second. Like one of their first, what'd you say, Trey? You're more experienced than me. Top 3 spots to go to first.
As far as in the world,
As far as you'll get the culture shock. It's not as expensive, so it won't hurt your pocket. So you can do it a little early on.
I
in
say
age.
Mexico for sure.
Mexico, yeah, I would say Mexico,
Anywhere-
DR, and here.
No, I would say first. I would say Brazil.
Brazil, but that's hold on, because that goes to why I said, because Brazil would be knocked out of my top 3 due to cost.
What you mean? The
How much money you actually have to get here? Our flight alone was $1,200.
Nah, it was 800 to get there.
No, bro, it was 11 and some change.
I bet you.
I bet you, nigga.
But I know it was $800.
All right, then that means Trey scammed me, y'all, and got me for $300.
It was only 800. It was $800 to $900 to get to Brazil, but once you got there, the American dollar was so much more than the Brazil.
But think about that
currency.
though. Think about because I'm talking about early on, like with their age. Because I think everybody should travel because it's such a culture shock that it will change the way you view things in America. You agree with that?
As far as like
Like
how
when you
good-
see
how
like
good it is,
how good we have it in America. Like
Yeah,
all with
absolutely.
all the problems, even us being black and men, like
Yeah, I mean, listen though,
we
it's
still
a
got it
portrait.
good.
It's a mural. It was a mural. What's the word I'm looking for?
Mural.
It's a mural around the corner where they have the same type of stuff. They have like people protesting against the police.
yeah, I
So
seen
feel like it's
that.
the same. They have the same type of things here. They probably
Yeah,
don't
they have it at a lot lower, and that's just here in
It can't
Colombia.
be that low because you have a mural painted around the corner of it. If it was only
Which means it's important.
yeah, it's important.
It's just as important.
Is that what to do with the third eye?
No.
We kept saying that.
No, it's a guy around the corner where they like protest and got the bandanas across their face, and then they had the police, and the police are like alligators,
Oh,
and they like throwing Molotov cocktails at them.
Do you think it's as bad as America?
Probably not. I feel like here in Cali, I feel like it's very united.
I got a question. Do you think that some of the world may or may not have picked up some of America's bad traits due to technology?
As far
as you being able to see everything that happens in America, same thing that explodes America with like if a police shooting, then they just put it on social media. Everybody sees it because social media is so accessible. Do you think that is
because
spreading? It's like cancer spreading.
Because just the thing, my guys that work at the shop or whatever, one is from El Salvador and one is from Mexico.
But they might be.
When I talk,
You louder than Trey.
When I try to like tell them,
Whisper.
When I try to tell them like, yo, they don't understand Black Lives Matter. They just think it's that we just angry black people just protesting against the police.
Well, that's what Caucasians put out though.
No, these guys are from they are Latino.
But what I'm saying is that's what Caucasian people put out the whole world. Like they own the media companies.
Yeah, but still, you can see with your own two eyes. Social media and Caucasian.
Man, white people ain't got eyes to even see it themselves.
They don't really
the ones that ain't
understand, though.
involved.
Like once I started telling them about slavery and stuff like that, then they understood oh, this is why. I was like, we can't, I was like, as a El Salvador, you can go out and do blah blah blah, and you can make it back home. I said, as a black man, you can go out and you might not make it back home. I can do the same thing that you're doing as far as like going to the grocery store, and I might not make it back home if I get pulled over by the police.
It's all true. Like it's because nothing's 100%. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it might be recency bias because as I think about it, I'm like, maybe Bahamas is on that list over Colombia.
I feel like Bahamas is more educated, but like some places are more.
But I'm just saying, like just get out there quick. Like, what's the quickest spot to get to and see a culture shock where it's pricing ain't too high?
You go to Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
It ain't as dangerous.
Not Cancun, not Tulum.
Yeah.
But you can go to once you
Where did we go in Mexico? I don't never know. Every time somebody asks me, Cabo. I always forget.
But that's more Americanized. But if you go in the trenches in Cabo,
yeah. Remember we seen that police?
Yeah,
we seen them motherfuckers 6 deep with the M16 on the back station with everybody in there had an M16 in their hand, or he had not an M16. They all had M16,
Gatling
but
gun on that truck.
a Gatling gun. That's what it's called on the back. But shit. But so changing gears real quick. We're gonna I'm gonna give Mike the floor. Let him talk for a second while I figure out something with food real quick. So Mike.
Okay.
Sorry, I wet my hands. Don't use this anymore, Trey, because it's about to be red. What was that motion you just did? So Mike, man, you at the beginning of your experience on just vacationing in general, man. Right?
Yeah.
You this is first time out of the country? First step?
Yeah, out of the country, yeah.
First step? I mean, you done took plenty with us.
The Virgin Islands that's the U.S. though, right?
Yeah, that's U.S. We own that property as of right now, but we just acquired it not too long ago, a couple years maybe. I think under Obama.
I think it's always been.
Nah, it ain't always been.
Okay.
It ain't always been, cause the French had it.
No, it definitely is.
You didn't learn nothing on the tour we did.
The
tourists, it told us all that. I learned on the tour on vacation. I didn't know before.
I don't
I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't trust it upright. So I ain't about to argue with you. But
all good shit.
No, man. Definitely in the beginning of my travel experience, man. Obviously, I just worked entirely too much, man.
Trey, I'm texting you.
I know that ain't really no excuse, man. But what was the question though? I know you said it's the beginning of my.
It's the beginning of hold on. I was in the middle of I'm doing 3 things at once. It's the beginning of your you joining the squad on vacation. We got one more member we definitely trying to get to join. And that's Wiggs, bring your ass out, nigga. So like What? Cause like, so my first trip. It's hard for me to ask the question. Y'all know I don't articulate things well. My first trip was Dominican Republic, and it was a culture shock. The whole island was black. Everything was just like everything just looked poor, but not American poor. But they was just happy. They had everything they want. They did everything. You had people walking with donkeys. Excuse me, I've been drinking. I'm some bourbon. There, you had people walking with donkeys with ladders on their back. So they moving their whole work. So you know, you if you a maintenance man and you pack up your truck, and you throw all that, they moving that on their donkeys and walking on the freeway.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was a culture shock to me. So when I went back home, I felt like I couldn't complain about nothing. So like when I hear my kids complain about something, I was like, man, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You had it way better than me, and now I realize my bad life before wasn't shit. So I'm asking you, have you seen anything to make you realize I definitely shouldn't complain in America?
I mean, on the surface, man, you can look at it, you can say, yeah, I see a lot of stuff, man, but I tend to look at things with a deeper vision, man. I'm gonna be very honest. When you say the word culture shock, yes, surface level, it's all a culture shock. It's different from what we're used to. It's different from our culture, right? But when you look deeper into it, we kind of going through the same thing that they go through. We kind of going through the same thing that they go through, and anywhere else in the world, man. I think there's ghettos in every world. I mean, in every country, there's government issues with, in every country, man. I think everybody kind of go through the same thing. We just deal with it in our own way. So it's all subjective, man. So if I was to go to Brazil and see people on donkeys and shit,
that was DR.
Yeah,
Brazil was even worse.
But what I'm saying
DR
is,
broke me in.
What I'm saying is, that's worse to you, but to them, that's probably
normal.
That's
no
love to them. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is, you being American, lived your whole life, 34 years in America.
Right.
Your whole life in America is different for you. So when you see that a woman is asleep at a bus stop with her bone hanging out her leg and she can't do nothing because it's based on money. It's not based on you're insured and we'll bill you and we'll try to find you if you don't pay, right? And the government will give us the money until we get the money from you, right? So with you seeing that and seeing, no, in Brazil, it's what you got from me? Nothing? I ain't helping you then, bro. Get out of my hospital. That's a culture shock to me.
I got you.
Because that's their culture. But in my culture, I've been first class to, his bones hanging out. That guy over there who has a cold, put him on the back burner. That baby over there that's sick, put it on the back burner. His bones hanging out. Fix his leg. Regardless. That's America. Like, regardless of how much shit, even like being black and saying, white people get better privileges than us, even if me and a white person go to the hospital, my bone hanging out, they bone hanging out, and they go first. They'll still make sure I'm good. They'll just put that cracker before me.
No, I'm with you. Like I said,
that's a culture shock.
To you, right? I get it. I'm just
that's
saying,
not a culture shock to you?
I didn't see
I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying well, maybe you can't speak to it because
correct. I didn't see that. You get what I'm saying? I didn't see it, so that's a culture shock to you.
So my question is, have you seen anything here that's because I seen that the lady bone hanging out was in Brazil. That wasn't my first trip. That was my fourth trip. My first trip was DR, and it was just everybody was black.
Okay.
And that was just like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's different.
Right? Mm-hmm. So have you seen anything that hit a switch in your head?
Like I said, man, not really. Cause I just tend to look at it like, man, on the surface, the cultures are going to be different. So if you say that's a culture shock, yeah, that's a culture shock. Right?
I kind of figured it, but it hit me a little harder.
But the only thing that I see that's different from here to there is the way people travel out here, the way people travel everywhere else. That's it.
From where? What else they got? Menu.
You got the pause.
Me, no. They know like we communicate at the same time. We ordering food, y'all.
Nutrients.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie.
Is
It's hard for me
Alfredo
to
with-
pod
is
while
Alfredo-
y'all niggas.
You can keep explaining. I'm listening, bro.
I gotta speak to somebody.
Nah, I'm listening to you.
Carta.
Yes, but it's in Spanish.
Where?
It's fine.
Okay.
Where? When?
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I already said it.
Alright.
2019.
Many parties or how is?
Hang tight, y'all. We
Yeah.
got some expensive
Yeah,
ass
reminds me of
restaurant on
Colombia.
here.
Yes.
Better than last night. Let me see. Better than last night.
Oh my God, I don't want
This restaurant.
Pasta better than last night. Restaurant.
Pasta mejor que anoche.
Yes, for me, yes.
Restaurant better than last night.
Restaurante mejor que anoche.
It's a similar, but
Pasta better though.
But the restaurant,
good.
the special is a pasta. The special food is a pasta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay for me. Yeah.
Alfredo with chicken.
Alfredo with chicken.
Yeah.
Double Alfredo.
You are
Make it wet.
Uh,
Make it wet. My fiancée is wet. That shit wet. I like it wet. She got the wets. Love you, babe.
Hey, wow.
Scared face.
So I'm back, y'all. Trey don't use this. I've been.
Bro, go get your own shit. That's
But I wiped up the floor already. Not even now. I just don't want you to accidentally use it on something white and then fuck up your shit. But I had used it for the chicks and shit. I just don't want you to know. Or fuck up, not know. But so it's not big of a culture shock. Trey,
Yo,
I want to know your very first trip. Was it outside the country? Where?
my very first trip.
Very first one. Where? Was it a culture shock?
And my first trip out the country was Bahamas. I went with Deuce's mom. Took a
Oh,
cruise. And that was my first time.
cruise.
Took a cruise.
All right, so since it's a cruise, and you always tell me, nigga, don't take no cruise. I'm gonna say, not cruise and cruise. So you can explain the cruise, but then do one where you just flew straight in. You do basically what you taught me to do, just fly there.
Yeah.
And then the third one is I'm gonna say resort. If you flew and did a resort thing.
So I mean, like some people like the cruises. Me personally, I feel like everything on the cruise is like super rushed because you only got like 3 or 4 days. So like you'll dock at we docked in Bahamas. We was only in Bahamas for like 2 days. You know, obviously 2 days is 2 days, but like you can only do so much.
Yeah.
And you had to be back on the ship by a certain time.
So basically, in the Bahamas was 2 days, but the cruise ship was 6 days or something, like 4 days of partying on
It
the
was
cruise.
like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so like they have music,
Yeah,
dinner
I mean,
hall.
you know, they got concert, they got, you know, I gamble a little bit, but I don't gamble.
So the
like-
cruise was a trip in itself, just being on the boat.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to do. That's why I think because you was telling when you know every time you tell me like nigga don't do no damn cruise.
I mean,
And
you're
every
not
time I
gonna
be
get
like
to-
I want to experience
You're not
to
gonna-
have that
to make your own decision, for
disregard
sure,
or
for sure, for sure.
disregret.
For sure. But like you're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff because everything is rushed. So you're not gonna be able to fully experience stuff. And then like how today we went the paragliding, blading or whatever.
I don't know what that was called. What is that
It's
called?
I don't really figure it out. But like
No,
It's not
parasailing
parasailing,
is in the
it's
water on jet skis and you in the air.
yeah. So like, but like for that, right? So how we paid what 45 or something? for today?
$45 in taxes.
You do it on the cruise, I'm guaranteed it'd have been $200.
The same thing?
Same.
With that same machine or something
Same
else?
machine, same shit. You'd have paid 200
Wow.
because they're gonna mark it up like super crazy.
But that you know what that is? That's
Inflation.
we have tourists. So let's run it up. Let's run it back up. to where we went to do, we had somebody from the state, from not our states, but their states.
I mean, originally I found out by ourselves. They put markup on it, but like, listen, when you go on the cruises, they're gonna put like super B12 on there. You're gonna be like, damn. And you find out like the middleman fee, you gonna feel the way like, damn, y'all charging me.
Like today.
Yeah. I mean, look, I said, I wasn't really. It was basically you paying double.
Yeah. That Don Julio is Don Julio, man, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause I felt my slur come in. I see yours. For
Sometimes
real.
it's slow.
Let's all look. Even Mike. Look, even Mike got the DJ Khaled lazy eyes. We the best. Natalia. Oh, Natalia's ordering the food.
Is sleeping.
I'm drunk.
He's sleepy.
No,
He's sleepy.
my
Sleepy.
Why? With what?
I've been drinking.
You said sleepy.
He.
Tipsy.
Yes.
Tipsy. Him. Tipsy. Tipsy.
He
Tipsy.
wants to sleep too.
No, he just woke up.
Okay.
Sleep. Tipsy.
What is that?
This is this, but
Wait, what?
Mark is trying to fucking communicate everything. He gonna fucking translate I too.
Just say,
Anticipado.
just say lucha.
tipsy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Tipsy.
Okay.
Nah.
Marcus.
I want to be clear because we're speaking to the podcast, so I want them to be clear, and then I'm gonna explain what they said. When you were in Brazil, did you meet women? Yes.
Yes.
See.
See? Yes. See.
Yes. Hey, did I say it wrong? I've been drinking.
No, you said see, but she wasn't
but
sure you
yes,
meant like
see,
sight, like by
yes.
sight or by like
Yes.
yes, see.
I speak with a slur when I'm drunk. Slur is what? SLUR?
Correct.
Pretty? Or
And how were the women? The women were beautiful.
yes?
See, mucho.
Hablo con un insulto cuando he estado bebiendo.
I
You?
see. Yeah.
Oh, okay, don't worry.
Everyone,
I am
everyone,
relaxed.
everyone.
You got
in Brazil was
the
beautiful.
you got the videos I had from Brazil.
the woman.
I lost them when I switched
The
phones.
Brazilian woman is beautiful.
Everyone,
Yes.
men, pause, but women, men and women, everybody. was beautiful.
Yes.
Everybody was beautiful. It was just I feel like Colombia is the same. Like everyone can be like different shades. You see
Yes.
someone that's
Yeah,
like
different.
dark,
Negro, white, all the same.
Yes.
Just happy.
but it was very poor.
Yes, in Brazil?
Yeah, it was very poor.
Hey,
you know
real
what the
quick,
Olympics
y'all.
are?
Y'all can listen to
Yes.
Trey and her talk,
So
but
a little
here,
bit,
when they say black,
after the
they say
Olympics, the
Negro.
Olympics left.
or
Yeah.
nigga,
The Brazil did not
or
make money. from
nigger.
the
It depends on
Olympics.
how the conversation going. And it's
So
not
the
like an
country is
angry
really
thing or
poor.
nothing, but it's just saying
So
like
like,
past tense,
seen
present, and like
someone
that.
with a
They'll
broken
say,
leg.
oh,
leg was-
nigger.
Yes, it
You
is.
know what I mean?
Had
But they don't
surgery.
mean you nigger.
It's really bad.
But
It's
so
really bad.
y'all probably ain't gonna hear it because they rarely do it. But we done had the conversation with them off mic. But back to the conversation. So you like Brazil?
Yes, I want to go to Brazil.
You want to live there or just go back?
No, I was in Brazil, but in the
Reno?
frontera.
Reno? You went to Reno?
Panama.
In the border. In the border.
Oh, you was on the border.
In the Cataratas de Iguazu.
So no Reno.
No Rio.
No.
No Sao Paulo.
Would you say Panama? Is that in
I
Brazil?
was in Panama too.
Oh yeah, that's
I
not in Brazil.
traveled to
Is it?
Panama
That's
too.
Panama's
that's
in
like
Florida.
I thought Panama was in
no, it's a Panama overseas too. I think it's like
it's a Panama in
it's
Brazil.
like I don't know about Brazil, but I think it's in like
Look it up.
over in Thailand.
Nah,
Over
it's
there in that
Thailand.
area,
It's
not
definitely
in there, but
it's
in that
definitely not
area.
in Thailand. It's like
Like
it's
not
in the South,
in
it's
there,
in South
but
America.
in that area. All right.
It's in- I'll give you South America. It's in South America.
Well, I mean, I think it is one out of the country. You talking about in the states, but you talking about out. I think it's one out. I don't know though. Don't give me the line while I'm drunk, cause I won't come down off that horse. I'll stay up there.
Panama is
I'm stubborn enough and petty enough to keep it going.
Okay, so Panama is actually in it's in Central America.
You order for Laura?
It's next to Costa Rica.
What?
You order Laura's food?
Listen,
No.
No?
No yet.
No.
Because no delivery is the
there
restaurant.
isn't delivery for
No.
4 hours.
So that's South. This is South America, right?
Central
Only the
America,
restaurant.
Gotcha.
Costa
I am
Rica,
drunk.
This is South America.
Already?
Yeah, South America. Okay.
How?
So Mike was
don't,
right.
Don't eat so.
That's not.
I wasn't wrong or right because I said I didn't know.
Mike wasn't right.
I was wrong.
No.
For
It's
drinks,
Central
yeah.
America.
wrong.
It's in the middle of North
not
America and
Brazil.
South America.
So it's like in the little gap. You know how we got the gap from
Talk.
America to Mexico, like a little small gap.
Yeah. The islands.
Yeah. So like
So-
It's in South America, Central America.
Central America.
Yeah.
So it's
So y'all
Guatemala.
both meet in the middle because you said Florida was at the end of America and you said South America was at
I'm
the
wrong.
top of
Look
America.
where Brazil.
Neither one of y'all was wrong.
No.
To be honest.
It's not. I mean, it don't matter. But Brazil is here.
But he said South America. He didn't say Brazil. He said
Correct.
South America.
I didn't say
He
Brazil.
said South America. We was talking about Brazil and he came out and said it.
Hey, remember we was talking
Chill,
about
Mike.
that, like how women here they like drink like heavy.
Yeah, and they hold their liquor.
They hold their liquor real well here.
She got the red top where they do the and they got the cha cha.
Salsa.
Yeah, of course.
Sauce.
Because today is a disco.
Disco.
Marica! But any topics? Now we done kept it politically correct. We've been drinking. Any topics anywhere y'all want to go that we have not went? Mike's good for this. Cause earlier you said you like.
Profanity in America?
Huh?
Profanity?
Am I funny?
Profanity.
Profanity.
What?
Fuck.
Fuck. What?
Shit.
Fuck.
Bitch.
Shit.
Bitch.
Bitch. Asshole.
Also,
Damn.
Damn. Did we say bitch?
no more? Bitch. No more?
That's it.
No more.
No.
Okay.
Something else.
Pussy. Dick.
Pussy.
You
Dick?
wanna go?
Pussy. Dick.
I mean,
We can find another
sorry,
restaurant.
Don't
Find
worry.
another restaurant.
Pito.
What? Pito.
Another restaurant.
Dick.
Why?
Dick.
Yes, I know,
No.
but Pito is
Ah,
not
go to the restaurant.
No,
profanity.
Dick,
Order
dick is
another
profanity.
restaurant.
Yes.
See,
No more restaurant.
dick and
No
pito
more?
is the same thing, right?
Yes, of course.
No. All
Here in Colombia,
Tell me something. Come on, speak. Talk to me nice. Let's go. Let's
Be
go.
dirty.
Right.
hijo de puta.
Got you.
Say it one more time. He was loud.
Let's
Hijo
get
de
something
puta.
else.
Ego, I pulled that. Hold on.
I don't care.
Hijo de puta is motherfucker.
Motherfucker. You said that clear as day. The
Yes.
motherfucker.
Yes, it is the same.
Ita puta.
Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta.
Yes.
Hijo de puta.
Yes. Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea?
Yes.
What's that?
That's a cuss word.
STD?
Yes.
Like
You are
STD?
a gonorrhea.
Oh,
Yes.
gonorrhea.
Oh,
It's
gonorrhea.
That's
Yes.
gonorrhea for us is STD. Like you fuck
Yes,
dirty
yes,
girl.
It's
and you-
It's the same.
Ah, it hurts when I
It's
pee. Ah,
It's
that's
the-
gonorrhea.
Is that? But
Oh, y'all
here-
call people
but
I'm calling people
here
gonorrhea
is
in
a
America now.
profanity. It's a, you are a
They
gonorrhea.
might.
You're a gonorrhea.
Yes.
Isa puta. No.
Puta, puta.
No. What's
Is that
motherfucker?
Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta. I'm trying to remember that. Hijo de puta.
Yes.
How many playing again? Say, Hijo puta. Hijo puta.
Pero bueno, es que nosotros lo abreviamos.
Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta. Motherfucker is hijo de puta.
Yeah.
Hijo puta.
Hijo
Hijo de
de
puta.
puta. Yes.
Hijo de
yes.
puta.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
Marica.
Marica. What's marita?
Marica is a man gay.
Oh, faggot.
No. Whoa.
Gay.
Whoa.
But
Yes.
but here is
That's what she's saying. We're
You're
doing
a
cuss
marica,
words.
You're a marica.
No, I'm not.
Or
You want to go to a restaurant?
no, you're
Order
not.
something else.
You are
Order
not.
something.
But marica is a word.
Order something.
You
We can wrap it up. We wrap it up.
Okay.
You use with profanity or expression. Marica.
Marita. And what does it mean?
What?
You said it mean gay?
Gay is
Ah,
marica.
marica.
So,
Yes. Oh,
The two-
marica. I forget my book.
do you guys know marico?
Maricon
What's that mean?
is a profanity.
Faggot.
Yes.
Faggot.
What?
It's gay.
Yes, it's a gay.
Gay.
Faggot?
Faggot.
Yes.
Faggot?
Yes.
Some of your listeners.
Imbecile.
Say no.
Imbecile is is similar to also imbécil, idiota.
Okay.
Idiot.
Idiot.
Uh-huh.
That's not a cuss word.
Yes.
Idiot.
Just
That's
Say
disrespect.
idiota.
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 Idiota. Idiota.
Yes. One more.
What about bitch?
Perra.
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 What is
I'm
puto?
gonna call all the Americans perra.
Puto.
They won't know about
Perra.
Puto is for
perra.
women, right?
Yes.
Perra.
Puto is a man, but no use. Puto?
Puta?
No.
What's puta? Pussy? Cunt?
Bitch.
Puta, bitch.
No, I said ita
Perra.
mera.
Must be
Bitch.
two meanings.
Ita mera? What's that?
What?
I don't know.
Itamina?
Yeah, ita mera.
Itamina.
No, I misheard you. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes. yes.
I swear she told me something else for bitch, bro. Like right before here. Like ita mera.
What?
No.
What more?
I was wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any more?
More.
Jackass.
Expression.
Jackass is an idiot. Or
Idiot. So idiot.
Idiota.
Idiota.
Stupid.
Stupid. Stupid.
Stupid. Yes.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Uh,
Where y'all want to go somewhere?
También de expresiones como
So they can order
que
something.
chimba.
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
said first, but I thought they said
It's
something.
a,
else.
it's a very expression.
So you changed it back?
very expression Colombian
You're ordering
is
food, right?
Order food? Call?
The
No.
delivery is closed.
Okay, so
Damn,
that's it's dark.
But in the restaurant, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all know a good restaurant?
I don't care. It's
It's
new.
new.
Yes.
Near? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We'll finish up the profanity and then we'll go eat.
Okay.
Alright.
What more?
But it's the typical food.
No, but you say the last
Kechimba?
word. Yes, that is very popular expression here in Colombia.
What is it?
Quechimba.
What's that
Quechima.
mean?
Quechimba.
Kachimba.
It's a very, very good.
Very good dad. Oh my god, you're
Good dad?
good thing.
Good thing.
¿Cómo se llama?
Quechimba, you're
Jesus.
You're,
Church.
You're no. Quechimba, you're
Jewelry?
Nice.
You said it's nice?
It's nice.
Nice.
Quechimba.
Yeah,
Quechimba.
Quechimba.
Very
Nice.
nice. Quechimba.
Very
this-
Y'all are
nice.
Kachima.
Kachimba
Y'all
woman.
Kachima.
Yes.
Kachima.
Chimba.
Kachimba.
Yeah.
Kachimba.
Yes.
Kachimba.
In Medellin, it's very, very, very popular.
Okay.
Bari is a parsi.
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 He got a good
Hey,
Parsi.
Parsi.
He got a good Parsi.
No, she got a good parts.
She got good Parsi.
No,
Bati?
It's
Parsi
an
no.
expression for a man.
For amigos, for
For
friends.
friends.
So
They're my-
so him. He got good Posse.
Body, yes.
Oh.
Body.
Oh, this my posse.
Yes.
This my posse.
My-
This how I say pussy.
So it's not you are my friend. No, you
You're
are my parcero.
Oh, parcero.
Yes.
My nigga.
Yeah.
Parcero. Yeah. All right, y'all. We might pick this back up. We'll see how the night goes. But you know, this has been dope. Where we dare our people to educate. I had a great time. We supposed to be meeting up with more people, so we might redo it. We don't know, but they're hungry. We're hungry. We'll catch up with you later, man. I love
Cheers.
y'all.
Cheers from Colombia.
Cheers from Colombia.
drunk.
Bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye. Y'all gonna say bye bye?
Bye.
Bye bye. Ciao. All right, y'all. Hopefully, it went too loud.